Remember when Rudy Giuliani was the most respected politician in the world for a brief minute in 2001 when his city was under attack by a couple of well-organized cave dwellers from I was going to say Afghanistan, but where were they found? In Pakistan, by the way? We never really got to the bottom of that. And by the bottom of that, I mean to the bottom of the ocean. Never really did any double takes or anything like that, but just believe us, we definitely got him. But Rudy Giuliani used to have a certain air of respect. Even, after some of his questionable lawyering, prior to the Trump years, he was still, at the end of the day, America's mayor. The guy who took New York City and cleaned it up from the doldrums of the 70s. We're going to need another Rudy Giuliani type to just resuscitate, really, just throw a dart at a board and pick any single blue city that's out there right now, just that's descended into absolute chaos. But he was the archetype of the successful mayor, turning around a legendary city, putting it in a state of prosperity, and leaving it in a better position than whence he found it. Now, today's day and age, he's getting, disrespected on national television. It's The Masked Singer, by the way, by the guy with a fucking microscopic penis from The Hangover, Dr. Ken, a fucking comedian, gets so offended that Rudy Giuliani is a part of The Masked Singer that he storms off stage in a very obvious publicity stunt. But then again, it's the fucking Masked Singer, They need all the help they can get. And now, this one makes zero fucking sense, Rudy Giuliani slapped by a grocery worker. Oh, what? So, because the dude represented Trump kind of poorly? Remember, it was funny because he had herd eye running down his face. It's like, well, whatever. By a grocery worker, angry about abortion ruling. Wait, what? I'd imagine probably by default, the fact that he ran as a Republican a few times, and was elected as a Republican as the mayor of New York, he's probably got some pro-life proclivities, but I don't really know his stance. I don't think that's central to anything that he did. He fucking defeated the mob in New York in the 80s, for fuck's sakes. He's the guy, abortion doesn't even factor into anything that he's doing, but no, he just deserves to be slapped about by some fucking vagrant. Great, wonderful. Former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani said that he was allegedly slapped on the back by a ShopRite worker who was later arrested. We actually got to follow up on him. Anyways, all of a sudden, I feel this bam on my back. Giuliani told the Post. I don't know if he helped me not fall down, but I just about fell down. But I didn't. He added, I feel this tremendous pain in my back, and I'm thinking, what the, I didn't even know what it was. All of a sudden, I hear this guy, I'd imagine, fucking pussy scumbag, I don't know, scumbag, then moves away so nobody can grab him. Oh, again, somebody very strong in their convictions where you assault a guy in his fucking 70s. And he says, you are one of the people who's gonna kill women. What? You're gonna kill women. No. Giuliani said, quoting the ShopRite worker. So that's somebody who works there. What the fuck? You and your fucking friend are gonna kill women. Who are you talking? Rudy has a lot of friends out there. I don't think anybody's going to kill women. And then he starts yelling out all kinds of just curses. And every once in a while he puts, in that woman thing. Yeah, the incident occurred 2 days after the Supreme Court overturned Roe V Wade. That's all nice. Giuliani was at the ShopRite location in Veterans Road in Charleston, Staten Island, where he'd been out campaigning for his son, Andrew Giuliani, a Republican who was running for governor of New York. Good luck. His assault on my father, America's mayor, was over politics that I've never heard him really opine about. So this is even more fucking ridiculous, really. We will not be intimidated by left-wing attacks. As governor, I will stand up for law and order, with the New Yorkers, and feel safe again. That's amazing that you're campaigning off of the back of an assault from your father, but hey, whatever, to each their own. As governor, I will stand up for law and order and make New Yorkers feel safe again. Okay, I guess that's how you circle around to it, just random assaults that are happening. Thank God it wasn't one of those dastardly shoplifters, though. This was a guy who would just stand idly by while people are filling up their their trash bags with whatever goods were at the ShopRite. Is that where they were at? Anyways, this message has resonated with voters throughout the campaign, leading up to Tuesday's primary. The younger Giuliani, who had worked with the Trump administration, is running against Long Island-based Representative Lee Zeldin. Yeah, he should get the nomination, by the way. We'll see when that happens. New York City Police Department confirmed to ABC7 that the worker identified as Daniel Gill was arrested. And yes, he is now facing a second-degree assault charge for hitting a senior citizen. Yeah, exactly. In some places, that's a felony. Giuliani is 78 years old. He shouldn't have been representing Trump, but he knows Trump and, I don't know, strokes Trump's ego appropriately. And he has no fucking experience when it comes to doing election lawsuits, but he's got a big name, and that's why he was there. But, like I said, all's well that, well, doesn't end well. Rudy Giuliani's alleged attacker walks free after charges are downgraded. Why? ShopRite worker arrested for allegedly hitting Rudy Giuliani on the back. Well, he was arrested, so at least they must have had probable cause. Inside Staten Island supermarket, it was a ShopRite. Come on now, let's get all this stuff right. Walked free from court Monday after his charges were downgraded. Daniel Gill, 30. You're 39 and you're still spurging out, you fucking weirdo. What the hell is wrong with you? Who was still dressed in a ShopRite uniform following his Sunday arrest. This seems like a very stable individual. Kept his head down and refused to answer questions as he left Staten Island criminal court after his arraignment Monday. His charges were downgraded to third-degree assault, third-degree menacing, second-degree harassment over the caught-on-camera attack inside the supermarket. Why were they downgraded if it was caught on film? Makes no sense. Gill, who had no priors, was initially charged with second-degree assault involving a person over the age of 65. What, did Rudy just magically turn back the clock or something? Like, is that what we're going with? Judge Jerry Ann Abriano, that makes sense, refused the Staten Island DA's office request for supervised release and instead let Gill go of his own recognizance. Yeah, this sounds like a very stable individual who's just randomly attacking prominent people who he might think have a strong position on abortion. Again, I could be totally overlooking that, but I really couldn't find like a screed or anything when it comes to Giuliani. So speaking specifically on abortion, so I don't know, this one makes even less sense than normal. Like, if this dude would have kept his shit together, he probably could have been a roadie for Skid Row or something. Could have worked backstage at CBGB's before it closed up. Like, he's got the look for it. Definitely the eyes, though. That's a big giveaway. It appeared to be a tap on the back and not a slap. Gill's defense attorney, Susan Plattis, had argued during the arraignment. He still assaulted him, though, so. And he's still over 65 years old, so. And again, it was completely and totally unprovoked. This is not criminal contact. Sure seems like it, though. It's very unlikely that the touch could have caused any injury. Well, he's 78 years old, so he still could have been bowled over, just saying, if he caught him by surprise. So to call this assault in the third or even menacing is a stretch. No, it definitely sounds like menacing, so to be completely honest. It sounded like he was accosting him in some form or fashion. His lawyers later said in a statement that after the incident, Gill was followed and threatened by one of Mr. Giuliani's associates who allegedly poked Mr. Gill in the chest and told him that he was going to be locked up. Okay, again, can you substantiate any of that? Because we have on film him, slapping Giuliani. So, the defendant smacked Mr. Giuliani in the back, causing him pain and imbalance. Yeah, no. Giuliani took a step forward to steady himself, at which time the suspect said, "What a scumbag." He actually threw in something else, according to another account of the event. Assistant District Attorney Darren Albanese told the judge. The former New York City mayor had refused medical attention at the scene, but was complaining of swelling and much more pain a day after the ordeal. And that's kind of how bruising works, unless of course you're Amber Heard, where you just have Wolverine healing factors. But that's neither here nor there. Just imagine any other former official in a similar situation. Like, do you think if somebody assaulted Mike Bloomberg, somebody who was pissed off over, nutritional facts on the side of the Big Gulp, or, what Elizabeth Warren did to him during the Democratic primary debates, or somebody slapping Obama and saying thanks for appointing justices that look like they have a constant inner tube around their neck. But nah, you guys know that it'd be a completely different situation. Fuck, nothing even happened to Gretchen Whitmer, and there was a big investigation and a huge show trial for an alleged kidnapping attempt that was more of a Fed picnic than January 6th. So yeah, I'm glad that Giuliani's okay. I don't really think about the guy on a regular basis or anything like that, but at the end of the day, he's kind of like the guy who got New York City back on its feet, okay? And then it just took a socialist and a champagne socialist to turn it into absolute debauchery. But I guess even at a low level, we got some more political violence on the horizon. For what fucking reason? Basically got off scot-free. Oh, he doesn't have any priors. He still assaulted an old man. The fuck is wrong with these people? Oh, right. That. But with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.